I mean, I'm down. I'll go.
You'll go, but you haven't gotten an invite.
I haven't gotten an invite, but we'll crash. Me and you will crash the party.
Wedding crash, Kim Kardashian's wedding. That's hardcore.
No, we can do it, dude.
I mean, that's like the only thing higher I could think of is like when Will and Kate got married, and like if we just like stripped our clothes off and like ran in the Abbey.
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. All right, next up we got our relationship roundup. We're going to talk a little Clooney. Apparently he is dating a WWE wrestler. Got to hear about that. And J-Lo and Mark Anthony back together. Details coming up on the Hollywood Five.
The Hollywood Five. Kid Craddock and Hyla counting down the 5 juiciest stories of the week.
What's up? It's Hyla in Hollywood. Kid is out this week. Joe Jonas, he's holding things down for Kid. He's my guest co-host. He's going to be jumping back in to see in just a second. But have you seen this?
Hi, I'm John Stamos. One of the most handsome men you could think of off the top of your head. Guys, if you truly want to win over a woman, the real key is the cuddle. So as my gift to you, here are the techniques of my patented Stamos Snugglefest.
All right, stop it there. Folks, this takes an amazing twist that you will never see coming. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you need to go to our website, thehollywood5.com, or over to our Facebook. We got a little shortcut for you, thehollywood5facebook.com.
The Hollywood Five.
Number 4.
A ton of relationship news going down this week. First, let's get rid of the garbage, right? Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, they are still together. Everybody relax. There were rumors floating around the internet that they had broken up. Justin tweeted, quote, "What makes you so beautiful is that you don't know how beautiful you are." To me. Yes, everyone thought that that was an apology tweet to Selena. I would hope that the kid is not apologizing on Twitter. I mean, one thing he could be apologizing for is that ugly bronze statue that's been floating around the internet. That thing is super creepy. But no, they are still all good. No one ever broke up. So the 12-year-old girls can keep their death threats going for Selena Gomez. No, seriously, stop that. That's just unacceptable. Now, the other rumor that we've been watching, George Clooney off the market. But with who? How about a wrestler? That's right, a former female wrestler. You guys know the name Stacy Keibler. She was on Dancing with the Stars. She also used to rock it on the WWE. She's kind of a badass. She's really tall. She's really pretty. And now she's George Clooney's girlfriend. The word on the street from Us Magazine is, quote, "They're basically exclusive at this point." I would think that after breaking up with Elizabetta, which he did a few months ago, he would take some time, a little breather in between. He doesn't seem like the guy who always needs a woman in his relationship. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. But the big relationship news that is spreading all over the internet this week is the photograph of J-Lo and Mark Anthony back together. But does this mean that they're actually back together? Well,
I can't believe you said that!
The exes were seen in the back seat of a red convertible in New York. Mark's rep says he was only in town to visit his kids, but the children are nowhere in sight in the photo, so we don't know what the rep is really trying to say there. It just looked like the happy couple was out on a cruise. Another insider told Us Magazine that Mark's mood shifts from blaming her to begging her back. So don't say it's over. Tell it's over. We're going to be following all these stories, and you can follow them along with us at thehollywood5.com. Well, our relationship roundup continues with Jennifer Love Hewitt. And is she picking up Bachelor rejects on Twitter? You got to hear this story coming up next.
The Hollywood Five. Music, stars, and the 5 biggest gossip stories of the week.
What's happening? It is Hyla in Hollywood. Kid is off. He's writing more put-downs for me so he can bring him next week. But it's all good because I got Joe Jonas in the studio. He'll be back in with us in just a couple minutes. We got to finish up our number 4 story of the week, relationship roundup. And this one's interesting. You guys remember when Bachelorette Ashley Eber, she picked JP to be the man for the finale of The Bachelorette. But that wasn't before she let Ben get down on one knee and pretty much make a fool of himself.
Will you marry me? You make me the happiest man on earth.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I needed to embarrass you first. But okay, not so fast because things aren't too bad for Ben. Immediately after the show aired, Jennifer Love Hewitt tweeted, quote, "OMG, Ben, accept my final rose. I love that ring. Nia Lane, you rock. Happy for Ashley. Gotta book a flight to Sonoma. Smiley face. Actually, 2 smiley faces, which is serious business. But get this. Jennifer flew to San Francisco where she met up with Ben, and they were spotted on this romantic date. They were at the Lions pub. It seemed like, a typical first date. The eyewitnesses were saying how he was overly affectionate, and the bar started to close, so she grabbed his hand, and they marched outside. And then the next morning, what do you think she tweeted? Morning, lovelies. I got lost in the most amazing Saturday. Just when you think you can't be surprised, you are, and it's awesome. So maybe that big rejection on national television by someone that most of the country really wasn't excited for, Ashley, is going to work out for Ben because, hey, if he scored himself some Jennifer Love Hewitt, that's pretty baller. Now, Jennifer Love Hewitt, if you got to go dipping into Bachelor rejects on Twitter, you and me need to talk. All right, now we totally have to be watching Jennifer Love Hewitt's Twitter. You can follow her at @thereal_JLH. All right, up next, as promised, Joe Jonas back in the co-host seat with me. We're going to be checking in about this new tour he's doing with Britney Spears. Now, remember, Nicki Minaj, she opened up for Britney for the first leg of the tour, and she did that little sexy lap dance. Britney Spears now has that lap dance routine. It's only fair. Does Joe Jonas plan on giving somebody a lap dance during his portion of the show? Oh, I will ask that. I ain't afraid. Joe Jonas is next.
The Weekly Hollywood 5. Counting down the biggest stories of the week.
We are back on the Hollywood 5. My name is Hyla, always in Hollywood, and I dragged in this guy. Joe Jonas is joining me.
Yep, covering for Kid K.
Yeah, Craddock couldn't show up this week. I know he was busy. You guys talked about what he was doing this week.
Yeah, he called me. He said he wanted to go test out the new roller coaster in Taiwan they just released.
I heard it's crazy.
And he was like, how could I miss this?
Right. And he's like,
and
yo.
I said, yo, man, you go be you, and you go do your roller coaster testing.
All right. And that, thank God he did that, because that gives us more time with Joe. we got the new album, Fast Life, that is out October 11th. And this Britney tour, dude. This is like really exciting.
It's really exciting, man. I mean, it's kind of a dream come true. I'm a Britney fan. I've been a big Britney fan since I was young, and now being able to go on tour with her. I played one show with her in New Jersey recently, so it was like a hometown crowd playing with Britney. I opened up. My bro came out with his wife and their Jersey family, and it was really fun. And so it was just a little taste test of what I think the tour is going to be like in Europe.
Have you met her before?
I met Britney once at the VMAs a couple years back, like 3 years back I met her. And I didn't see her at this past show, but I'm sure I'll bump into her when we're touring together.
All right, we threw out some questions to our Facebook and Twitter at the Hollywood 5. Livin' Fast Life Joe asks this: What is your favorite concert ever?
One of my favorite shows, I would have to say, I saw Paul McCartney play in Hyde Park, and that was probably the most amazing thing. And at one moment, I felt this little tug on my pinky, and I looked down, and there's this little girl. She's like, "Come here." She's British. She's like, "Come here," and I was like, "Okay." And she pulled me around to where I could see Paul playing Blackbird in front of thousands of people, and it was just as the sun was setting, and she goes, "That's my daddy."
That's crazy.
And I was like, I started crying. I was like, this is the coolest moment ever.
Sir Paul McCartney in Hyde Park. It doesn't get any better than that.
Not really.
That's amazing. Don't forget to check us out on our Facebook, thehollywood5facebook.com.
Yes.
Follow us on Twitter at thehollywood5. More questions for Joe, you can hit us up there. Next up, we have our viral video of the week.
Yes.
And trust me, you do not want to miss this celebrity mama singing.
The Hollywood 5. Music, stars, and the 5 biggest gossip stories of the week.
What's up? It's Hyla. We are in Hollywood. I got Joe Jonas chilling with me in the studio. He's my guest co-host.
That's right.
Dude, you do a really excellent job playing radio.
Thank you. I enjoy it.
I mean...
it's funny. They called me before I got here, and they said, hey, would you like to take over his job? And I said...
Talking about Kid Craddock.
I'm talking about you, but I feel like this is probably the best, most awkward time to talk to you about
I'm more than happy opening for Britney Spears instead. If you're trying to do that switcheroo.
I'm just playing with you. No, I'm enjoying this. I think this could